Greetings, dreamers, and welcome to what is episode 8 of Beyond Gaia. My name is Melanie Stewart, and I am your host, and I truly appreciate you being here with me. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I thank you so much for joining me. And to those that have continued to be here with me, thank you for your ongoing support. It truly matters. Thank you very much. Today is a super blue full moon in Pisces. Very exciting, very big energy, and I've got a huge podcast that is on the way for you today. So I truly hope that you're going to enjoy this. I will be taking you on a guided astral immersion. I was guided by the Arcturians to do something different and to put this forward as a free offering so that the listeners have an opportunity to experience what astral projection is like. Now, I will be doing this today in a very simple way. I will just be sharing with you some of the foundational techniques of astral. I won't be taking you up and out too far. I will be taking you up, and I will be offering you the invitation and the opportunity to meet with the Arcturians. But rather than meet with them in their level of existence or their level of density, which is very high and would be too much for somebody just beginning in astral projection, instead they are going to visit us, and I'm going to take you to a middle ground that is very grounded and will support you in opening yourself up to a conscious astral experience, to opening yourself up to their frequency. When I am in communication with the Arcturians, and I've only fairly recently started vocal channeling a Nuba of the Arcturus, she speaks through me individually, but she also often speaks for the Arcturian collective. But there is one thing that I would like to share, which hopefully will enable you to feel even more at ease in their frequency, is that when I am in discussions or when I am visiting the Arcturian energy, it feels as if there is a lot less protocol or things that need to be adhered to from other races, which are greatly respectful of our higher self and meeting agreements, where it's not as if the Arcturians aren't, but because the frequency is so high, when in communication with them, whether this be through vocal channeling, whether this be through telepathy, whether this be through an astral projection, I have found that there is this beautiful dual consciousness that seems, well, it's actually a trinity, including myself, that is taking place, where I can feel that I'm speaking with one being individually, but I also feel as if I am speaking with the collective, or almost like the universe simultaneously. And it's something that I haven't experienced with any of the other races, but with the Arcturians that comes through for me personally. And I would love to hear if you've had Arcturian experiences, whether you are feeling the same or even if you're feeling different. But I feel when I'm in communication with them that I'm speaking with this being and feeling the essence of this being. For me, it is Anuba is one of my Arcturian counterparts. I feel her essence, I feel her signature frequency, I feel her as an individual being. But at the same time, simultaneously, I feel the collective communicating with me at the same time. And whilst I've communicated with other races where I'm aware of the collective energy that may be listening into the conversation, that may even be participating in the conversation, This is different. It feels a lot more vast, more expansive. Excuse me, my throat starts to tick before, like when they're getting really close to me. So please excuse me as I keep needing to clear my throat. They're just opening the pathways. Excuse me, I'm going to have a sip of water. So essentially what it is that I am saying here is that communicating with them feels, for me, a lot more unconditional. Not that other races don't. I want to make that really clear. But this, you can feel you're speaking on another level of existence altogether, where you're outside of parameters and boundaries, and there is just you and their collective in this echo of unconditional love. That is the best way that I can describe it. And Anuba specifically for me, I feel it very much in the crown chakra, which is no surprise for the Arcturians, as well as deep within my heart. I feel the heart chakra and the higher heart as well. So I wanted to share a little bit more with you, hoping that you can relax into this experience, knowing that they are an incredibly benevolent race to communicate with. And whilst their ways are very, very advanced, they have a way of coming through and communicating with us in really simple ways that are profound. And for me, I've often found that it is through the simplicity that we cut through the mind, we cut through the dross, and we are able to get to the core of a matter, of what's really lying within our hearts. And speaking of hearts, that leads me to a card that I have pulled for everybody on this super blue full moon. The card is from my deck, the Native Heart Healing Oracle. And I just like to offer this extra branch of support and hope that it lands where it is needed. And the cards that has presented for today is number 14, called Universal Love. And on the card is pink and golden colors. I drew a large lotus flower within the center of a mandala, very large lotus flower that has the threefold flame that's within the center, the threefold flame of the heart. It also represents, the way I've drawn the flame, as the as the divine feminine. It looks like three goddesses sort of dancing within the center of the lotus flower. There's water around and beautiful details around the outside of the mandala. I'm going to read the card for you directly. The key points are to nurture yourself as well as others, acceptance of self as well as others, and learning through love. This card graces you with the energy of the Divine Mother and holds the energy of creation and pure love. This is a love that resides within every cell of your being. You can access the infinite wealth of love that resides within you at any time. This card suggests that you have been seeking love or approval outside of yourself. This can create pain, and you may feel disheartened that this love has not been reciprocated. This oracle is encouraging you to dive into love. You are now ready for the love that you have denied yourself by thinking that self-love was a selfish act. Be reminded that it is selfish not to be the love that you are. You can access your inner love simply by accepting yourself in this moment and every coming moment, just as a mother accepts and loves her children exactly as they are. The Divine Mother sees you through eyes of perfection, which indeed are eyes of love. She holds each and every human in love eternally, just as they are. You are also being guided to take care of yourself, as this mandala indicates it is time to replenish and practice self-nourishment. The Divine Mother is a nurturing energy comprised of three core elements: the teacher, the carer, and the inner child. On some level, you have taken on an over-responsibility for your loved ones. This message specifically relates to children if you are a parent. Children require the freedom to be true to their divine nature whilst being guided by the loving energy of their parents. Remember, each child chooses their parents before incarnating, and often the most valuable lessons come through the relationship between carer and child. Be the love that you are and allow your children or the people that matter to you in your care to spread their wings and find their way. The key elements are the pearl ray, rose pink ray, the crown chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the 4 elements, nurture, creation, channeling, children, your foundation, honor, love, the throat and adrenal glands. So there is a message from the Universal Love card. I hope that lands exactly as it needs to. Now, during this astral immersion that I'm going to be guiding you through, I will be working very closely with the Nuba of the Arcturians, so I may come in and out of a vocal channeling state. It's a lighter vocal channeling state. As I say that, I can feel it coming in now because I'm getting all the tingles on the top of my crown. So just go with the cadence of the voice and the vibration that is actually coming through. Know that when you go into an astral projection in a conscious way, at first you may not feel that you've gone as deep as what you need to be. It's quite common for the lower mental mind to try to comprehend what I'm doing, whether I'm doing this correctly, this isn't really happening. It will give you reasons to pull you out of the state. And that's okay. It's a very natural part of the process when we are learning to immerse ourselves in the astral body in a conscious way. So by being aware of it, you can notice it and just take a deep breath and come back into the heart space. It is quite often when people open their eyes after a conscious astral projection that they realize they were a lot deeper than what they felt or even thought themselves to be, because it's quite often in the beginning stages of astral projection that we are judging where we're at. So I'm hoping that by bringing this to your attention, you can be more gentler with yourself throughout the process. Don't worry if you don't feel yourself there, because you will still be on some level. It's just your mind that will be communicating with parts of your body, offering a level of resistance, and that's okay. It's part of the process. I also suggest that you get nice and comfortable while listening to this, but please don't lie down. We don't want you to lie down because we would like for you to be awake and conscious throughout this and not to fall asleep, because it defeats the purpose of having a conscious projection. So sitting up somewhere nice and comfortable, keeping your spine straight as much as you can, resting your palms in your lap, or I like to also I used to hold my hands in a specific way to anchor and ground the energy. And whilst that worked for me for some while with my fingertips pointed together, like forming a triangle with my fingertips together, it felt like it was a part of the process for me. But now I just sit relaxed with the palms of my hands down on my legs. And I truly hope that you enjoy your this immersion. This is the first time that I've recorded it in this way to share it on a podcast. So I'm trusting the process. I take clients through or groups through, but never have I done it in this way. So thank you for being kind with me as I'm opening myself to these new ways and being vulnerable with the intent that it may support you in experiencing more of yourself, which will be reflected to you through this astral projection through any counterparts that you experience, that you are able to feel yourself as a multidimensional being beyond physicality and being conscious while doing so, and that you can bridge that back into this reality, that you feel the unconditional love and support that is the Arcturian energy within your heart, that this is activating for you in the ways that you are most needed and that is for your highest good. And that on some level this inspires you to be more of you in the world in whichever way that excites you. So thank you very much. I ask you to close your eyes now and I'm just going to move things around a little bit, so please excuse the noises as I get myself more comfortable. Closing your eyes, keeping the spine nice and straight, hands nice and relaxed. They can be in your lap, on the legs as mentioned, and just becoming aware of your breath, conscious of the breath. As you're becoming aware of the breath, just notice your body and gently begin to just relax the body more, starting with the neck and moving the neck from left to right ever so gently. Continue to focus on the breathing, becoming aware of the breath. Dropping the shoulders so the shoulders are nice and relaxed. Your arms are nice and soft, the fingertips nice and relaxed. Relax the belly. Your hips, the legs. Right down to the toes. Just allow the body to soften and drop a little further. Knowing in this now that there is nowhere else that you are needing to be. There is nothing else that requires your focus, but simply you being present with you. How much your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, your soul will respond to you in this moment, being present with you. I ask that you take your left hand and 2 fingers, whatever 2 fingers feel comfortable for you, and place them on the pulse on your neck on the left hand side. We choose the left because it is on the same side as the heart. And just feel into the beat of your own heart. Feel the rhythm. And bring your awareness down to the heart chakra within the middle of your chest. And take a nice deep breath of light into the heart space. And pausing for a moment and making a conscious choice to exhale and soften. Taking a deep breath into the heart space. Feeling the expansion, and on the exhale, soften. Feeling the rhythm of your heart. Feeling the silence in between the beats. Taking another deep breath of light into the heart space. Feeling the light expand. Begin to expand throughout the body. Flowing through the body, and on the exhale, soften. Using your visualization now, you bring down a crystalline pyramid or crystalline tetrahedron of light down around your body so that it fits your body snugly, that you are sitting in the base of this beautiful crystalline light pyramid or tetrahedron, and the apex point of the triangle finishes just above your crown. This is your ship. This is an energetic version of your essence, of your blueprint, that will assist you in raising your frequency, amplifying your vibration with every breath. Take notice now of this tetrahedron that feels very much at home. You feel very snug and safe within this space. Notice what colors come from the tetrahedron. Is it clear quartz? Is it another crystal? Are there rainbow fractals of light that are beaming off this tetrahedron? Bringing your focus back to your heart space and breathing in purple light, beautiful orb of purple light into your heart space. And feel that purple light begin to expand throughout your body, moving up through the chest, up into the crown, and flowing down through the abdomen, through the legs. Another deep breath of purple light into the heart space. Feeling it expand throughout the body, down through the shoulders and the arms to the fingertips. Feeling the cells of your being begin to glow in response to this purple light. Softening on the exhale. Breathing in purple light again into the heart space. And as you do so, you begin to see an infinity symbol that takes shape over your heart. A beautiful white or purple or golden infinity symbol. As you continue to breathe into it, it begins to spin and vibrate and dance within the center of your heart, noticing your crystalline tetrahedron that is glowing in response, amplifying your energy so that you're feeling very light, centered with your crown at the apex point, grounded within this space. Breathing in light into this infinity symbol again within the heart. And gently begin to see the infinity symbol ascend up through the body and rest over the third eye. Breathing in light now into the infinity symbol over the third eye. And as you do, gently roll the eyes upwards. While they're closed, you're rolling them upwards and back, activating your yin eye, activating your visionary self. Breathing in more light into that third eye. Rolling the eyes up gently, knowing that your visionary self is coming to the forefront. Using your visionary self now, we're breathing in light into that third eye. And begin by seeing a large purple orb that appears to be descending from above you. A large, brilliant purple orb. And that purple orb is now resting just above your crown at the tip of your pyramid. Take a deep breath in now and allow that purple orb to come down into the body, into the third eye. This purple orb of light at the third eye. Taking another deep breath in and seeing this purple orb move down through the body, down and through the heart, down through the base, and it grounds you in the base of your tetrahedron. Bring that purple orb up now as it ascends into your heart space. This beautiful, large purple orb of light that is glowing within the center of your heart space. You are sitting lit up within your crystalline tetrahedron. You feel yourself relaxed, feeling very safe, feeling lighter with each breath. Breathing into the third eye. Rolling the eyes gently upwards. And you begin to see just above you a horizon that takes shape. A horizon that looks like where the day meets the night. At dusk, the perfect sunset Notice the colours of pinks and oranges and blues, and as they blend with the night, you see a velvet blue and purple night sky. And as you continue breathing, you gently feel your crystalline tetrahedron, with you sitting in it, ascend up through this horizon, as if you were gently floating up and out, feeling very safe and very calm. Noticing the colours of the night sky. Gently seeing yourself float up and out. Even though you are moving so gently, you're traveling a lot faster than what you realize. You begin to see now above you, like a plane of existence that begins to present itself. And it's a forest environment. And you feel yourself ascending up so that you are actually looking out and over this large cosmic forest that is like a plane of existence that's appeared to you. A large cosmic forest. It may even appear as if you are looking down into this large, vast cosmic forest. And where the forest begins in front of you, you see this perfect space, this clearing right in front of the trees where the forest begins, that's inviting you to land your crystalline tetrahedron there. Remembering that your crystalline tetrahedron always knows where to go. Resting both of your hands now so that they are on your legs and you are very comfortable and relaxed within your tetrahedron. You are watching your crystalline tetrahedron land within this cosmic forest, as if you are observing yourself whilst you're staying centered in the heart space. And you take your awareness now from watching the forest, from seeing your tetrahedron that's placed perfectly on the forest floor, to seeing yourself, feeling yourself seated within the tetrahedron on the forest floor. A shift and you are there. You are there very safely. And when you feel ready, you step up and out of your crystalline tetrahedron onto the solid forest floor. I ask you now to bend over and pick up some soil off the ground of the forest floor. Rub it between your fingertips and feel the grains of earth, of this astral earth, between your fingers. Bring your fingers up to your nose and you can smell the richness of the soil. Notice what trees you may be smelling. Are they pine trees? Is it an oak tree? Are they redwood trees? Smell and take in the sensations of the forest while staying where you are. Look down at your feet. Notice your feet. Standing within this astral forest, are you barefoot? Or do you have shoes on? Feel how welcoming this forest feels under your feet. Perhaps even a sense of familiarity. And gently bring your awareness up your body, noticing your legs, what you may be wearing. Noticing your hands and your arms as you stretch them out in front of you. And notice that you may look very different to your physical self. Perhaps more refined, seeing you as more of your greater self. Less of the confines of your physicality and more vibrant within your astral body. Feeling more free in your astral body. Perhaps more sensitive, but in the best possible way. Where you can hear a sound like a deer and notice movement all around you, like you have eyes in the back of your head. I ask you to look up now at the sky and notice if it is night or if it is day within this cosmic forest that you stand within. Is it cool or is it warm? And notice the beautiful forest of these ancient trees that lie before you. Tall, magnificent beings, crystalline structures, even though they may look physical, they are crystalline in nature. And they are here to assist you in grounding your energy within your astral body, keeping you rooted within this experience, and also utilizing their crystalline frequency to reach up and to keep your vibration high. You feel their presence is welcoming. You notice how much easier it is to communicate with them. As you look before you, this expansive, beautiful forest that seems to have been lit up with rays of light, perhaps even fireflies. You see a path that begins to present in front of you. You look down with curiosity and perhaps even a smile, noticing that the path is opening for you. And then the path appears to be lined with purple wildflowers that grow before your eyes and blossom in response to you. you take a few steps forward and begin to follow this path that feels very inviting, very safe, familiar and welcoming, through the forest. Noticing the trees and feeling as if their branches are outstretched, just so that they may brush against the cheek of your face. You notice your body feels as if it has less resistance. Your heart feels open and wide, and you're excited to follow the path to see where it leads you, knowing that this is an invitation, feeling the invitation. Taking a few more steps following this beautiful path, and you see a clearing of a circle that's in the middle of this forest. You follow the path to the edge of this clearing, of this circle, and look around to see how the trees are hugging the edge of this circle, and within the center is a beautiful fire lit with violet flames of light. Beautiful, tall, flickering violet flames, and you smell the fire. You feel the gift of being here in the presence of this ancient forest. And you feel the invitation to go closer within this circle. As you stand beside this violet flame fire, in your heart of hearts, you feel the excitement, the pure intentions to connect more with the Arcturian beings, your Arcturian counterpart that shares the same oversoul with you, that you could see as being a future guide, a being that you are in relationship with when you are in your dream astral state. Take a few moments to sit by the fire and look up at the sky as we call in now the Arcturians. Looking up at the sky, begin to notice a purple glow within the sky. It may appear more night as you look in the sky, and you see a purple shooting star, clear, brightly, expanding across the forest above you. And you see that the purple shooting star lands within the forest. You look out in front of you and you see a purple glow, not quite being able to make out any details, but it is a purple glowing being that begins to very gracefully make their way through this cosmic forest towards you. Notice if they have a spirit animal with them. Often the Arcturians can be seen with an animal, especially within these cosmic forests. I see a large white stag. What is it that you see that is walking with this beautiful purple glow as they move closer and closer towards you? As they move closer, they begin to densify further and showing more physical form. And you can feel the love. A sense of knowingness that is coming from your being and their being. As they move closer towards you and stand at the edge of the circle. You may see them as a glowing purple or white light, or you may see them more densified in their physical form. Often they can be cloaked in white or purple. They have a deep reverence, a deep respect for you, and ask for your permission to enter this circle within the forest. If you choose, you get up and you slowly approach them, taking in their enormous, beautiful, luminescent light that is coming from their being. As you stand before this being, you can feel that they've come in service. They're reminding you that you stand within an ancient cosmic forest that holds the whispers, the stories, of ancestors, of your ancestors, be that once earth ancestors or those that are otherworldly. And that you may choose a particular tree to go and connect with this specific Arcturian counterpart. You may feel the tree, the ancestral being that is calling you. And as you begin to walk over to the tree, you place your hands together as one upon the tree with the Arcturian being. And in doing so, it's as if they enable you to see into the timelines. Perhaps showing you the love and the support that you are surrounded in your day-to-day life encounters, that you are never alone. You are remembering that there is never a need for struggle. And that you are always within your flow. The flow of life that runs through you, the flow of life that runs through the veins of this tree, the flow of connection that is an infinite source that you feel with this Arcturian being and any other counterparts or ancestors that come to you like an echo, a voice, a vision through these trees, reminding you of the wisdom that you are. Reminding you of the reasons why you chose to experience this incarnation. The reasons that you chose to experience the said challenges, the experiences that feel as if they have weighed heavy upon your heart. Because your energy, your unique blueprint is needed to awaken the hearts of many. Remembering that you are always able to choose how you wish to play, dance, sing your very unique song that is needed, or walk within this dream that you are creating. And the Arcturians, along with these ancestors, are reminding you of what you already know, of what you know, you know. That this cosmic astral forest is reflected within your earthly plane within the trees that you touch, the earth that you walk, the wind that you feel, the water that you drink, the air that you breathe, is all a perfect reminder of who you truly are. The essence of your being that lies within your heart, the essence of your being that is an elixir, medicine for the souls, that those that have chosen to perhaps forget, that you will remember your own unique ways to support you, and thus then supporting the others. You are greater than what you know yourself to be. You are more expansive than what you know yourself to be. Feeling this tree, the energy that is coming from this Arcturian being, as you look up and into its eyes, the eyes of this Arcturian counterpart, large as if you see galaxies beyond galaxies in the eyes. And feel the truth of who you are. Feeling the unconditional love that is always present. You may choose to place your third eye against the third eye of the Arcturian being as it leans forward and down to meet you in a deep bow of respect, and to receive the activation as a gift. Breathing into the third eye, breathing into the heart, and know that this is very much taking place on a deep cellular level, where you are shifting to a version of yourself that is very excited to express who she is, who they are. This Arcturian being invites you to step forward towards the violet flame fire. You walk together to the fire, and you feel the invitation that this is a moment within moments and moments to release within these flames of transmutation any burdens that you are carrying. You don't have to think a lot into them because they're just there. within this high density forest. They just come to the forefront. Like a large black orb that comes out of the center of your chest. Feeling a release as it sets itself free. And you allow it to drop into the violet flames. This black orb transforming within the violet flames and watching the golden embers as they go up into the sky. Anything that you are feeling in these moments of release, know that with the next breath, they ascend up through the violet flames. Anything that you are feeling that you know no longer serves you, you allow yourself to simply release. Feeling the support of this Arcturian being. Feeling yourself lighter, feeling yourself brighter. Feeling in your heart space, it open, vast. Less confined. You are letting go in this now of more than what you could possibly comprehend. As you are not only supported by the Arcturian being, but the entire forest and the ancestors that surround you. The freedom is yours, my friend. You are free to be yourself. As you turn to look around, you do so feeling a presence of beings that are supporting you. And you see a gathering of beings in a circle around this clearing in the forest. And as you gaze around and look, some faces are familiar of past loved ones, ancestors, beings from many different races, timelines of ancestors that are supporting you and your courage to be yourself. Your courage to lead with new ways, courage to step forward with the ideas that are blossoming within your heart. the courage to heal what they were unable to heal. And the courage to love with an open heart. You feel their love like a wave of unconditionality. Yes, they are all here and have showed up for you because you matter. You are needed. You are deeply, deeply valued. You look up now to this Arcturian being and know that there is an invitation that is coming to embrace. And as you embrace, you feel yourself enveloped in this very large orb of light. It feels blissful, elation, a sense of being home within your home of homes, your heart of hearts. Thank you for choosing to be here. You are doing so much better than what you realize. Reminding you that you are never alone. You bid your farewells as you look up at this being and this circle of support around you. And your astral body that has carried you into this experience. As you look and see the circle part and the path begin to present itself once again before you. The blossoming of the purple wildflowers that glow within this night. As you're making your way, following this path, you see before you your crystalline tetrahedron that awaits you, shimmering with light as if to almost reflect the glow that's coming from you. As you stand before the tetrahedron, you look up and you notice a huge full moon. She's hanging so low in the sky, almost to reach out to you, to let you know that she has been supporting you and lighting up your path within, thus without, during this experience. You look around and you smile as you're absorbing all of what has happened, knowing that you're going to take it with you back to your physical self. You take a step within your tetrahedron and sit back down, feeling at home again within this ship, within your personal space, knowing that your crystalline tetrahedron always knows where to go. As it brings you back into the room that you were sitting in, you begin to notice yourself sitting comfortably in your room as your crystalline tetrahedron gently begins to fade from around you. Keeping your eyes closed, feeling yourself back in the room, gently wiggling your fingers and your toes, placing your hands upon the top of your head, feeling your head, crossing your arms over your body and feeling your arms, feeling your legs, clap your hands together to bring yourself back into the room and gently open your eyes. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for choosing to join me on this Beyond Gaia podcast. I hope that you very much enjoyed this experience. This was the first time I have guided an Arcturian experience within that cosmic forest, because it is a different cosmic forest to where I would usually guide people. So thank you for bearing with me as I was your guide and as was Anuba. Thank you for bearing with me as I was making the necessary adjustments. It was a new experience for me to share it in that way, because I usually travel to a much higher density, different plane with the Arcturian, so this was new for me. But it felt very relevant to offer you an experience that was going to be more accessible without taking you up and out too far, because there's a duty of care that I must have, especially when doing a conscious astral projection, that you are developed within your astral abilities before you go up and out too far. So this was simple and had all the basics that were needed that we can continue to build upon. So I hope you enjoyed this experience. If you didn't have the full visuals you were after, please be gentle with yourself and knowing that the visual experiences can come the first time, or sometimes they just require for you to practice more and strengthen those muscles that are already there. So it can take practice, as like learning anything new. So thank you so very much for bearing with me. I do hope that this has brought a sense of calm and peace and the knowingness that you are needing on this super blue full moon. Please know that I offer guided astral immersions that offer more specificity for you in relation to what you may be going through in your life, and you can meet specific guides, different counterparts, transformation, healing, shifting to new timelines, all sorts of wonderful opportunities that come through an astral immersion. I offer vocal channeling sessions with Anuba. I offer channeled artwork that you can see on my Facebook and Instagram page. If you follow the links below, you can also go onto my website, which is on the links below. There's a lot of information there. Please let me know if you have any questions. Next week I will be returning. I have some very exciting experiences to share with you. It's not next week, on the next podcast, which is on the upcoming new moon. If you would like me to do some sharings in between, rather than wait once a fortnight, please let me know, because I've considered sharing other experiences as well that aren't just astral related, but are related to knowing ourselves and healing ourselves. Again, I thank you very much for your support and being with me. I would really appreciate it if you liked or subscribed or shared, if you've enjoyed this in any way, or if you feel as if it can benefit another. And as always, we send our unconditional love to you, and we thank you for being you. Bye for now.